Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is your monthly energy check-in for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Venus, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to everyone. Today we're gonna check your energy for the month of August 2025. I hope so far it's haven't been that tough for you during this Mercury retrograde. Let's see what will come this month, what we can work on, right, to make it as easy and smooth as possible. Let's see, what's your energy, Aquarius, for the month of August? What's the current energy around you at the moment? We have the Temperance and the reverse. Okay, getting impatient, I see. Okay, so the energy of Temperance often comes when we feel like we've been put on a certain path and there's things that should have already come up for us, okay? So currently you may have this impatient energy, but also this energy of like doubt, maybe a little, like am I on the right path? Am I doing what am I supposed to be doing? Because some things should have already come up, but they're not here yet. Like what is happening? What does it mean for me? Should I change my path? Should I just keep it? Should I maybe balance myself out a little bit? Because temperance often comes when we are out of balance, okay? So we want something to come, we want something to show up, we're waiting for it, but we don't realize that our energy is not really in tune with it, okay? Very often it's like, you know, you want to change and you maybe even like keep doing things in order to change, but you're not aligned with your mind. Like in reality, subconsciously, you like where you are. And that's why the change is not coming, because you didn't let go of that past version, okay? Or you didn't really convince yourself that you want that change to come. Often it is like that. But let's see what's a challenge here in this current energy. For majority of you, I get that you're just confused why some things are not coming to fruition, because you did the work, you think like you're on the right path, but something is not working here, okay? So let's see the challenge. Maybe that will clarify it for us a little bit. Some bad energy, it's just a little bit confusing, but yeah, it often comes out of balance. So we have Two of Swords here, crossing the Temperance, okay? Not that bad, you know, because this is a minor energy, okay? So Two of Swords gives me this idea, though, that you're not fully seeing something, right? So something that I already just kind of figure out from this energy, let alone that, you know, you are not really on the same page with your reality. You're not really aligning with what wants to come in, okay? Let's say you want very simple things, okay? Let's say you want to, I don't know, more money, right? So you want to, let's say you want to get a promotion, right? And you're doing all the right things to get a promotion, but in reality, you feel like maybe you don't deserve that, or maybe you won't be able to do what the person that is supposed to be promoted can do, right? So there's some doubts within yourself. Or maybe you just don't want like extra work that would be added with the promotion, right? So there's like things that you're like, yeah, I want it, but you know, there's also like other stuff that I want that comes with it and stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be about work. It can be about the relationship. Let's say you have a better relationship and you're putting work into creating it. But in reality, there are some comforts in the current state that you don't want to let go of, right? So things like that. There's something you don't want to see here. And the challenge this month is to connect yourself to that emotional realm, like how you really feel about this path of yours, how you really feel about what it's supposed to come. And, you know, challenge these fears and doubts. And almost even like I feel some of you feel shame of something. You have to challenge those emotions, because you cannot just, the path won't reveal yourself if you don't look at them clearly, okay? Things you're not seeing, you're just ignoring them, you know, like here, this lady is just letting these birds have a nest on their head and not really minding it. Her eyes are covered, right? pretending not to see the situation. So maybe you also just pretend to not to see that maybe this path is not really a path for you. Sometimes it happens as well, right? We are striving for something, and the more we do in order to get where we want to be, it turns out that this is not really the place, this is not really for us. And people tend to hold on to that path just because they chose it in the first place. And that's not what it's supposed to be. We should be put it on different paths to figure out, is that what we want? Maybe you're in a career that you thought this is your ultimate goal, but maybe you figure out on the way that this doesn't sit with you. So just go explore a different one. Don't feel ashamed to admit that this is just not what you feel, or maybe your feelings changed. The same with the relationship. Maybe it was good for some time, and now you feel like you both grew apart, or maybe there's just something different, right? And this is not this like the grass is greener on the other side. No, it's just that some things are discovered through time, and you discover that this is maybe not a path for you, or you won't find fulfillment on this path anymore, and you need to change. Change the path, or realign yourself with that path if you think this is meant for you. Whatever that is, a challenge here is to confront your feelings. And when you do that, you will know if this is the right path, but you're just not aligning with it, or if this is just not a path for you, that's why you're not aligning with it, right? There's two situations here. Maybe we'll figure out as we go. Overall, nice for August, guys. It's not that hard, okay? No monsters here. We just need to rearrange a little bit, which is a pretty good time, with what's happening at this moment, though, in the sky. I would make sure that I do it before it's going to be done for me, With Mercury, it has a strange power of, taking care of things that we don't want to take care of, basically. Oh, why this fell? You see? Without my control. Because I didn't start talking about this card. No, I'm kidding. Coming back. Subconsciously, 6 of Wands. I think like you maybe dedicated yourself to something, and you feel like everyone is watching. You feel like, well, I cannot just bail out now because like I commit myself to it, right? I told them that I will do it, or like I told everyone that this is my dream, that this is what I want to do, and how would I look right now if I just bail, right? Or you may also have this like idea that everything has to be a winning game, like you need to win this, and that's when it becomes better. Again, it's like it's a very ego mindset, okay? I'm not saying you're egoistic. I'm just saying that this is just like ego perspective, very small perspective, not in tune with your feelings, like how you deeply feel about this part of your life, right? Is it just a slight discomfort that will go away, or is it just not it? Basically, it's just not it, maybe. And that's okay to admit with yourself and with others. So subconsciously, I feel like you fear judgment. I feel like subconsciously you think that a lot of people have some expectations towards you that you need to fulfilled. For some of you, again, it's just this, that you feel like I'm the winner always, right? I can just give up, which again, I don't see any giving up. I see not being aligned with the current path, current way of your life, and there needs to be space for balancing it out. And if that means going away and changing it, then that's be it, It doesn't have to be that way. Maybe it's not about changing it, but whatever that is, you're not confronting it out of fear or judgment from the outside, or wow, how will it look like, stuff like that. Or I'm not a quitter, Yeah, well, each of us are, right? Quitting with grace is good too. Let's see at your past. Also, no quitting. I don't feel like it's quitting. It's realigning or changing, okay? So don't say that, please. Because I hear this word coming from some of you. Okay. Please give me a sign for the past. Clear sign from the past, please. For the Aquarius here. Okay. The Sun in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah. I like how they're very, all of them, I don't know if you can see, they're very similar. It feels like, and not all the cards in the deck are like this. It feels like all of them are in this forest, like almost like magical forest, and then like your subconscious is above it. Interesting. Interesting. So why are you like not seeing the reality that you find yourself right now in? You don't want to see it, you're avoiding it. Interesting. I got that for some of you. Well, the sun in the reverse is very simple for me. I feel like you really are unhappy for some time already. And it doesn't have to be like, you know, you're depressed. But it feels like there's lack of fulfillment. You're not unhappy in what you're doing. And it's pretty clear here. There's this spark that is missing about you. Maybe some people already told you this. There's this childlike energy that it's lost. You're basically just, you know, doing your thing, waiting for something to happen or change, but being very disconnected from yourself, not feeling very good about it. And with these two cards being major arcana, it feels like it's been some time, okay? And maybe up to a year or so, okay? So time to really realign, okay? Rediscover your energy. You know, with Two of Swords, it feels like it's simple, right? It feels like, no, just go by how you feel. But I understand that not all of us can do that. Like, it takes some work to establish your relationship with yourself. And that's what you should focus on right now, clearly. Because you, if it's clear that you've been unhappy, others can see it. Why you're rejecting a way to go, or like to see that with Two of Swords. Interesting. Let's see what you should do in this situation. Let's see. What's the advice? I feel like you may be a person who also like lives a lot for others, or like lives a lot for the eyes of others. I'm not saying you're superficial. What I'm saying is that you're really that energy that others want. And it feels like sometimes when you are that, it's hard to be like what I want, you know, because others have expectations already of who you are. Well, interesting, because I said about quitting or giving up, and it's kind of like in your advice, it kind of gives me like this: learn how to let go, basically. Learn how to let go. Interesting. Let go of thoughts, again, those others' opinions. I feel like for you, it needs to be really a lesson about splitting up between your needs and others' expectations. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you want to commit to something, but maybe there's just a lot of questions you have around what it is that you want to commit yourself to. Okay, and that's good. It's good to have questions. And if you add to it how you feel about that subject, it's even better to make a decision, okay? I don't feel necessarily that you're in a make a decision time, but you're in a lot of questions and uncertainty and a very stalemate time, because you're learning something, and you're learning if this is what you want your future to be, right? So are you once again, going back to, are you on the right path, or are we ending this path because just too many things that are not what we want them to be, and we just move to another one. That's a very strong lesson here. With the Hierophant, maybe it's good to take advice from someone more experienced in the area you are working in, or the area you are asking about, or just maybe like an elder from your family that you trust. It's good to listen to those advices on, like, you know, path life, the desires and things like that, like what you should follow, what's life about, and things like that. I think it's important to take into consideration. Lastly, don't let other controls your life, okay? People may have different ideas, maybe because of their tradition or your tradition, like your family may have different ideas on and is trying to put those on you. But, you know, you are your own experience. You have your own life experience. And of course, traditions are a very huge part of what creates us and our values. And it's important to have those. But as you grow, you discover them again. And you need to ask yourself, what of those values and traditions I really agree with and I'm at peace with, and what are just not sitting with me and I should quit. okay? Hope this helps for some of you, okay? Let's see the possible future. Let's see, take a look in the future as it is for now. And you know, the future is always something you can change. Aquarius, each of us have that power. So we're just looking at the possible energy for what's happening right now. Okay, Seven of Wands. So once again, huge impact on this release of others' opinions, ideas. Okay, Seven of Wands. I love this card, especially this representation in this tarot deck, because he's literally freeing himself out of a cage, the cage that others put him in. So any limitations other people put on you, you need to release them. You need to get away, okay? You have that power, but you need to realize it, okay? And this card also work the opposite way. If there are limits you put on yourself because of others or because of your tradition, the house, the financial state, anything your state in life, it's time to release. It's basically time to release any limitation you may have on yourself because of others or your past experience, okay? Of course, we are humans. We have some limits, but the ideas that you share at the moment are putting you in a one spot that is limiting, okay? You can try more things. As you try more things, okay, and as you're emotionally connecting to those things, you're discovering different paths. Maybe this is just not what you should be doing, but only way to find out is to get out from that cage and go explore different places, okay? And maybe you will find out that, no, actually this cage suited me better, and that's okay. It's not like you never can change. You can change it through whole life. You don't have to have one career for your whole life. You even shouldn't. Or one relationship, or one friendship, or I don't know, one state of mind, one views. You should change constantly because none of us has it figured out, okay? And everyone is different, unique in their own way. So it's time to learn that, okay? It's time to learn a new way. Maybe your way. I feel like there's also like a lot about creating your reality, you know, like outside of your parents' house or outside of your community, like rediscovering yourself. It's beautiful energy actually, but will you allow it? Will you allow it? Let's see your energy. Because it's you know you've been unhappy, so what you have to lose? What do you have to gain? You know? But I feel like there's a lot of cards I see that are like looking at you. You know, like people looking at you. One thing that I like is that I feel like from 6 to 7 we are progressing. So from the mindset that, okay, like I need to do it because they're looking, you're going through a mindset of like, why are they looking? Why do I care that they're looking? You know, so I feel like there is some slight progress. Maybe after this reading, after you've realized a little bit, it will even speed up. Like you will start to questioning all these opinions and ideas of yourself that others have, okay? Let's see how you present yourself. Okay, let's see how you present yourself to this energy, Aquarius. Whew, 5 of Pentacles. You kind of feel like you don't know where's the way out of it. And we have another metaphor for the cage, right? Here and here, 2 cages. So it is hard. It is hard to figure it out. Like, who am I, right? And I want you to know that I'm not asking, or this energy, universe, the world right now is not asking you to tell them what you are. It's not necessary, okay? But I feel like this energy is inviting you to explore what more can you be, okay? Because you're not happy. So they're like, okay, if you're not happy with this version, let's try to seek something else. You're invited for that exploration, okay? And you feel like it's hard to find a way out. Maybe you don't need to find a way out, okay? Maybe that's not what you need to do. You just have to take few steps in the different directions. You don't have to completely get out of this life and step into completely out different, okay? At the moment, like it's not that easy, but just like small gestures, okay? Very often 5 of Pentacles, it's kind of pretending as well. Like you know that there's things you could be doing different, but for some reason you're not doing it. And it can be fear, It can be, comfort that you close yourself in. But whatever that is, this situation is always a little bit overreactive. Like you're overreacting over the misery you find yourself in. It's not like you cannot change. But maybe you feel like, oh, but they are looking, right? No, so what? Like you can still change. Like it doesn't really takes you away the ability to go out, right? One more thing with this card, because it's a snow, we basically see a different weather everywhere else. I feel like it is a phase of your life, right? It's a stalemate phase right now, but it feels like it's the most miserable one. Like there's no sun, right? There's no happiness, and I feel like it's okay to sometimes be in that state, right? But one thing about seasons is that it's a season. So at some point you need to go to another season, right? And it's an invitation to kind of end this winter already, this unhappiness. We have few cards, like ten of words is also 10 of swords. 10 of words, interesting, because swords are about words. But a 10 of swords is also telling us that it's time to end something, okay? It's time to end one of the chapters of your life and start another one. Learn from this chapter and try something else in the next one. I hope you're doing it, because it can be beautiful, like the new stuff, you know. King of Wands in your energy around you. Not in favor of this position in the energy around you, because I feel like someone may be basically just telling you you're not worth more, okay? I feel it can be a person, it can be a group of people. With the King of Wands, it's a very like childish, ego, male energy. I don't want to offend anyone, of course. It's just an energy, it's not actual gender. But what I mean by it is that it has a lot of masculine and healthy features, okay? Competing without really unhealthy competitiveness, right? So someone will just try to put you down because they feel insecure about themselves, okay? You may have that person in your life, or it may be an environment of people even in your, I don't know, in career, work, I don't know, or maybe friends, I don't know, but there's someone who thinks they better than you, basically, okay? Which now I understand why you feel like you need to impress someone, because someone is making you feel like you're not enough. And you know what? It's coming from them, okay? It's coming from them feeling like they need to prove something. It's not as powerful as it seems. If you feel like this person has power or abilities that you don't have, it's all it's a show. It's all a show, okay? So, but also like, I know it shouldn't matter because it's others, but this is strongly in your energy. You may be surrounded by a lot of quote unquote fake people, you know? So maybe what you're doing, you feel like there's no progress, right? And you feel like, because you compare yourself to these people, but they are not honest about their progress. They're not being authentic. And you feel like this is unauthentic. So you don't want to take part of it. And guess what? Don't do the part. You do your thing and let them play the bosses or whoever they think they are. This is not happy energy. Like they're not happy within themselves, you know. There's things that they should work on. And you see, you're kind of becoming like this environment, unhappy. Others see you very beautifully. Subconsciously you feel like, oh, others see that, but you're not happy. It kind of gives like fake social media vibe, you know, like, okay, I'm doing something so others can be happy and see how great I'm doing, but I'm actually not happy on my path. I'm disconnected from myself. I'm avoiding seeing the truth, and I'm being like curated, like this is not who I am, right? But they put me as that. What is the fear here of Two of Swords in particular? Why you're so scared to show up for yourself like that? Eight of Cups. Okay, so maybe there's like a false sense of community. Like you feel like if you walk away from this, there's not much you have, okay? So you feel like even though this is not fulfilling you, this is all you have. Let's say this people or this job and stuff like that. Like this is what gives meaning to your life. It's not enough, but you don't know if you can find more, okay? It's very common with human because we have such a huge need to belong to a group, right? To be part of something bigger than us. Okay. I hope you see the sphere of yours. I wish I could tell you that, you know, it's whatever, you can find a different group and stuff like that. But honestly, it doesn't really work like that, right? We need to be fulfilled within ourselves. And that's when we can find it, right? Now, I for sure tell you that you won't find it in this environment because these people are way too far away from finding themselves or from being content with who they are at the moment. But you fear of walking away, yeah. So Eight of Cups is here. Eight of Cups is here basically to tell you that there is better. There is really better, but it won't just happen for you when you leave this, right? You need to again align with yourself. Ask yourself how you feel and take care of your needs, and that's when the better comes. That's when you're more aligned, right? So again, huge lesson of letting go what doesn't serve you. It's not fulfilling you. That's the lesson here, okay? Let's see the outcome. Oh, okay. The three of Pentacles. I think like all of this is about learning how to build a better community for you. You know, with the Three of Pentacles, it's like a collaboration, but a need for the collaboration in where each of person is seen for who they are. You don't have to be the same. You don't have to do the same thing. You can all add to each other's community by being different, right? And that's what is kind of like missing here. And that's why you should, I think, go on a different path. Learn from this experience, let it go, and go to somewhere where you don't have to be defined by one thing or by other people, but you're more aligned with them, right? Basically the major arcana cards that we see here is Temperance, is the Sun in the reverse, and the Hierophant. You know, it's interesting. It's like you're learning how to grow up by seeing that sometimes we're put on a path that it doesn't make us happy, and it's very hard to understand that happiness is not something that will be ultimately there when we get there, you know, to that success or satisfy other needs. Happiness is something that should be in your life, not every day, but every other day. And if it's not, then you should learn what it's not working and go to look for a different one, because you cannot wait for happiness to come. You have to go get it. Go get your happiness. Sometimes it's challenging because we often grasp to what we have, right? We don't think that they can be more, but there can. And that's the lesson here for you, to let go of something that doesn't make you happy and go to find a better place. And I think you can do it. Everyone can. Aquarius, you're very much capable of it, especially you are a very social being. A little bit quirky, I'll give you that, but in general, very likable, I would say. This is a little bit too much. Let's put one oracle card for you to close this reading off. Okay, what do we have here? We have a new earth. Beautiful. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Oh, so you see, I feel like there is a vision of the world you would like to be, but it doesn't align with the path you're currently on, okay? So I would say not only keep the vision, but go for that vision. Go to find this new earth, new people, new community, new path for yourself. I think it's pretty clear here. I like that for you. Let's do it in August. It's a beautiful energy of summer. I think you're capable of doing it, and I wish you that. Because there's nothing more fulfilling than finding your people, your crowd, a place you belong, right? And this is not it. Don't try to pressure yourself and pretend it is. Okay, we have one more. This is this deck. It's the deck of old ladies. Okay, number 20. Unlike the clairvoyant, she does not use these eyes to see. She works with her intuition. Close this booklet, look at the cards, and trust the interpretation. Interesting. So I think like it's asking you to not even look at her, but look at every card here, right? So in this particular deck, I love these pictures, and I've mentioned to you, I was really embraced how we had like this forest you're currently in, and like subconsciously you're trying to avoid looking at it, right? At this lost, you're lost, you're trying to avoid it, into the future. And within your current state, we see these cages, right? Something closed that as healing, you kind of like are able to free yourself, but you're also at the same time holding on to it, right? So once again, we have this trap or overlooking, right? And then we have this other people. In Six of Wands, we usually have other people as well. We don't see it on their particular card, but here we have this hands, right? The eyes of others. We have this energy of King of Wands, someone who is not really the best friend. We have this different animals here on the cards, right? So kind of like looking of your crowd and your earth. Yeah, let the cards speak for you for a moment. These images are very, very profound. So I hope, Aquarius, that you will have a great month of new journey, new people, new connections. And I wish you all the best. I'll see you next month with a new reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you like, you can subscribe, give a like, leave a comment. You can also watch my daily messages to help you navigate through this month on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And if you want, you can also book a private reading if this resonates with you. The informations are in the description. Thank you so, so much for being here. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.